If you want politicians to see the light, you've got to make them feel the heat. And that's why we call this Hold the Feet to the Fire. It's the largest gathering of talk hosts in America each year, and it's also the largest immigration media event each and every year.
FAIR's been doing this event now for years, and we have mastered the logistics and all the aspects of bringing in fabulous guests, timely information, and some of the best talk show hosts in America.
Well, as we've been telling you all week long, we have the show in Washington, D.C. this week for the Federation for American Immigration Reform.
FAIR tries to represent the interests of the American people in the immigration debate.
The event that FAIR puts on here is so important because illegal immigration touches virtually every community in this country today.
It's more than a decade that I've been coming to Feet to the Fire, and I always look forward to it as a great opportunity to connect to people who care about an issue that I've been talking about on the radio for over 25 years.
I've been here several times before, and I think it's a fantastic way to get the message across.
Feet to the Fire is a unique opportunity for Americans to hear firsthand from some of the policymakers, newsmakers, major members of Congress, major activists, all in one place.
Adam Kennedy joining us, Deputy Assistant to the President, Deputy Director of Communications. Thank you for joining us, sir.
Thanks so much for having me on. I appreciate it.
The goal is to help the public understand the dangers associated with our porous southern border, and I appreciate FAIR providing this forum to help us do that.
Joyce Kaufman with the final segment of today's program, and of all the people to have on right now, Ken Cuccinelli is here.
That's the crisis at the southern border, but I'll tell you, with this president's throwing everything in the kitchen sink at it regulatorily while Congress sits on its hands, we are getting control of that.
It is one of the best radio rows that you can come to because you have all points of view represented.
We have more than 70 hosts attending this year's event, as well as more than 100 guests. We have law enforcement, administration officials, victims of illegal alien crimes.
Every family that has been impacted by illegal immigration should be here because it uplifts you, it gives you strength when you get to share your story. As emotional as it is, as hard as it is, it empowers you and the word gets out.
You get your voice out, you get your loved one's voice out there. And it's such a great honor to be able to speak on behalf of our children or our loved ones.
Because of FAIR, we're able to come together and we're able to speak out. We're able to put faces to the names. We're able to have a voice again, and we're grateful for that.
The benefit of coming here to FAIR is being able to talk to all the radio hosts and getting the word out all across the U.S. of what is actually happening on the border.
There's 200 sheriffs here, and we are all border sheriffs. You know, we're all affected by the immigration issue. This is about public safety, and Congress needs to do their job.
Congressmen put politics before people. I can tell you the sheriffs that stand behind me and many of these sheriffs across this country, we put people before politics. And that's what we need to do here in America.
It's messaging. It's messaging. There are still so many Americans and Texans who don't understand the actual realities of the criminality that we've been dealing with for a very long time.
It's a topic that everyone should pay attention to because it affects us all. It affects us all when we allow illegal aliens to come in and rip away at the fabrics of America.
Talk radio is the true broker of accurate information in America now, and it is really the true catalyst for the changes that we need in this country as it relates to immigration. That's why this event is so important.
It's Mike Siegel in as we move right along here at the Voice of Boston, WRKO. And Ann Coulter is with us. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
It's a pleasure to have you here.
We consider it completely normal that a president can, bomb Syria without checking with Congress, but can't both build a wall on our own border to protect American citizens and, some concept of us being the policemen of the world to bomb Syria. So we can't take care of the rest of the world. We have our own people to take care of.
What drove me was my own personal story of a family that came here legally to this country and has always treated citizenship and our presence in this country as a privilege and not as some sort of entitlement or right. I do have to pay tribute to the folks at FAIR, the boots on the ground who have been driving home the need to have control over our immigration system.
What FAIR has done is created access to all of these tremendous people.
To have a who's who walking through here, it's just wonderful for us as radio people.
We come to Washington to learn, to educate, to inform, to act, to participate, so that our borders are secure, our laws are enforced, and our politicians held accountable.
You continue to rally these radio stations around this issue, not only just once a year when we come here for Hold Their Feet to the Fire, but we get great information from FAIR about what's going on all throughout the year.
I'm so grateful for organizations like FAIR that actually take a great interest and try to see if we can get some sense into our border policies.
FAIR's been around for 40 years and established marquee credibility on one of the most important issues in America. And nobody does more media, talk, radio related interviews than FAIR does on a daily basis here in Washington. Why? Because our information is good, timely, we're on top of things, we know what's moving, we know what's interesting, and we know what people care about.
Everybody need to know about FAIR
They need
and what
to know
they're
about
doing
it.
here.
And they need to get involved as
Get
well.
involved.
Yes.
That's right.